Right, welcome back to episode 64, and this is the week of the end, the week of...
This is the week of many episodes being filmed all at the same time.
Yes, the week of trying to piece together so many ideas that our heads explode. And that's why we're cutting them down, I think, to half-an-hour episodes if we can, but we might end up rambling on, we'll see.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Dick and ball's just out, but like it's there.
It's been cute.
Right, wow, what are you doing? You got your bum out.
I got tackled by the police.
You joking? Within 10 minutes of the game, I need a piss.
Yeah, no.
Come on, Ben, I'm getting in the shower. Come and scrub my back.
Right, yeah, but it's not a good day today, is it?
Yeah.
I will stop when it is necessary.
Okay. And then as soon as it comes into it, he just goes, yeah. Oh, we're broken again then.
So, here we are. It's a Monday. I've just come back from sailing.
Mad. I didn't think it was in your 2026 bingo card, mate, but actually, maybe that's a lie, because you did mention it to me last year.
I think I mentioned it with no intention of doing it. Like, I was kind of like, oh, maybe I could go sailing. He's offered me. He's a dickhead. Maybe I'll do it. Because he's done it before, and he always describes it as like hell on earth, but really fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it. And then it actually started happening. Now I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to have to go do it. And it landed on a really bad time because the marathon's on Sunday. So I'm a week out from the marathon. Squeaky bum time. I've got everything in the world going on. But went on Thursday morning. Oh, I've also got windburn on my face. Which, when I came back, just to skip to the end, I'm going to jump back and forth. My grandma told me I look really healthy. I think because of the windburn. Because I had a darker colour to my face. She was like, you look really healthy. I was like, I'm windburn. And I went like that. And she went, oh, God. I went, yeah.
You look at her and go, you trying to say? Do I not normally?
Yeah. Yeah. I get what she means, but I think she just means I look red.
Yeah.
And on an olive-skinned man, it doesn't look as red as it should be.
Yeah, I know. When I'm like, I run a 5K and it doesn't even matter, and I'm red. What's it going to work in summer when I'm running again? I'm going to have such a bad time. I'm going to be red and stay permanently red for like hours after.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I said in the last episode that I was going to the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Got in the car and they boop, 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 into the sat nav. I'm in the back with 3 smokers. Shoot me. And I see arrival time 3:05, and I'm like, bearing in mind it was like 10:30 at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
wait, you mean when you got on the boat? You mean
arrival time to the boat was just past 3:00.
Oh, wait, what?
I'd set off in the car at 10:30.
Wait, what? I didn't realise. Wait, see, hang on a minute. I thought you got the boat just from down the road. So you had to drive for miles to get to the boat.
We had to drive to Portsmouth to get the boat.
So when you said that, I thought you just meant that you went like down there and then set off. Why? What? Okay, right. I get you now. That's mad. Why?
Because it would take absolute yonks to get it down to the bottom.
Right.
Like, we travelled at pace. So the quickest we went was 23 knots, which is like 26 or 7 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But on a boat,
long time.
It's rapid. Well, yeah, it'd be a long time to get down.
Yeah.
So that's not even 30 mile an hour.
But it feels fast.
Yeah, well, how far were it? It was like 250 mile away. So how many hours of straight driving would that take? I can't bother working it out.
Yeah, I don't even want to work it out.
But we're only away for 3 nights, 4 days. So we wouldn't have been able to get close to anything cool. I would have probably maybe got to see Liverpool and Southport if I would have started where we are.
And then you
now.
have to go home, train back.
Yeah, exactly. So
That makes a lot more sense, right? Because when you sent me I'm pretty sure you sent me a picture the pin the next day. And I was like, how the hell have you got down there so fast? I did think that. And then I just thought, maybe you set off very early and somehow got there. I think I honestly just thought maybe that's a thing.
No. So I got there at 4:00 because we stopped for food. I got Subway. Gorgeous food. I'm going to give you a rundown of the people I was with.
Mm-hmm.
So there were me, Kieran, who was a lad that thinks he knows me and I don't know him.
Okay.
Kieran's friend Frank, who was ginger with glasses and sounded like the most Burnley man I've ever met.
Okay.
But he had the personality of someone who would grow up in Oxford.
Really? Sheltered.
His personality was very sheltered. It's probably a good way of putting it. He was a nerd. They both work in marketing. Oh, this is really weird. Kieran commentates for the BBC Sport.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, he lives around the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
He lives on Chapel Street.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. That is cool.
Yeah.
So was he, I think you told me, was he one of the grandkids then?
So he's a stepson to a guy called Carl.
I want it to be Doug.
No. He's a stepson to a guy called Carl, who they all call Tiny because he's very small. He's an alcoholic who doesn't eat anything.
Aren't we all? No, wait, I'm an alcoholic and I eat everything.
He was one of the two drivers on the way down. So Tony, who was the skipper, captain, was one driver. Who? Tony?
No, Tiny.
Carl, yeah, Tiny. Those are two people. Well, he told me when we got down there that he was nervous for the first half of the drive because he'd been drinking so heavily the night before.
So that's what you want to hear, innit?
So he said, luckily he weren't driving my car. So he was like, I was just really nervous. I'm always nervous in the morning to start driving. I feel better after lunch. That's what he said.
Well, when he sobered up.
Yeah. Because he doesn't eat. He didn't eat any breakfast. When we stopped, he didn't eat.
Really? What sort?
I'll give you a rundown of everything.
Yeah.
Tiny ate, right?
The whole time, 4 days.
Yeah. So from Thursday morning to Sunday evening, this is what I know he ate, right? On the first day,
stuck straight away.
On the first day, right? Thursday.
That was just it. That was the bit.
Yeah. Thursday, I saw him at 9:30 in the morning, right? So it starts there. I didn't see him eat anything until I want to say 11 p.m.
Okay, right, okay. 11 p.m.
PM.
Right, never mind. Okay, that's not good.
Yeah. That was some heated up mince pies and sausage rolls. Yeah.
What a mix. Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why we all ate that.
Right, okay. Mince pies, right.
Whatever, right? Next morning, we all have a fry up made by Doug.
Dougie.
Yeah, Dougie. Carl doesn't have any, doesn't eat in the mornings, he said.
Right.
So I said, right then.
It's permanent fasting. No worries, only Tiny.
Yeah. I have to work out what that I had for lunch. So then we had sausage butties for lunch. Oh, and Tiny did have a sausage butty.
Right, okay. So
he had so far he's had a couple of mince pies, a sausage butty.
And sausage rolls.
For tea. Did we go out for tea? This is Friday. No, we didn't go out for tea. I can't remember the fucking days. What I'm sure that he ate was 3 chicken goujons, half a bacon butty, a sausage butty,
Sausage rolls.
sausage rolls,
Mince pies.
one meal.
Yeah.
That's it.
The whole time. But yeah.
Yeah. Because my meals in my head. Oh, I tell a lie. He had some chips as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because we went to a chippy. We stopped off at a chippy.
What a mad guy. You're right. Okay. So we've got that question.
I think I've got everything that he's eaten. Like that's everything he ate. I don't think I've missed anything.
That's crazy. So he had that. How many crates did he have?
At least one a night.
Big crate.
At least 1 into 10.
10.
10 tinnies.
So he's had 4 plates of food and 40 cans at least.
At least. Bearing in mind, I know two out of the 3 nights, we were in the pub.
Oh, really? So you obviously didn't have him then as well, so he's having even more.
Oh, no. He had the crate and the drinks out.
Right. So he would have had 30 crates, 30 cans then. Because I said 40 because I was thinking maybe we were drinking through the day because it's 4 days as well. That's mad, that, mate. That's a lot. Is it not rough? Hanging out his ass any day?
Yeah. He don't remember anything.
The whole time?
Because he's so like skits the entire time. When he's drunk, I don't know that he's drunk because
Just
sober him and drunk him
in line
are the same person. So I'd have a conversation with him when he's drunk, and then the next morning he wouldn't remember any of it, and it was so baffling. And I'll tell you,
that's crazy.
I'll tell you vaguely because I don't want to put it on camera. He got a phone call about a dire situation, like a family matter.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind he's the stepdad to Kieran, right? He got a phone call about it. They had a family matter. This was while he was drunk. He told me about it, said that he didn't want to tell Kieran. I said, I think he should. He said he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to upset him on his holiday.
That puts you in a position as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I said, right, whatever. The next morning, I was coming back from my shower, and because we were docked up at this point, and I walked into a conversation between him and Doug and my granddad, where he was like, I'm sure I got a call last night about something, and I can't remember what it was about.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, it's so bad.
And I was like, what? I said, do you mean off his girlfriend, his missus? Kieran's mum. And he went, yeah, I've seen it in my call log. Apparently we spoke for a couple of minutes.
So he has to get the phone out again.
I filled him in, on a very serious situation.
Oh, that's awful, mate.
And I was like, I think you should tell him. And you said no. And he said, yeah, I don't want to. And Tony, skipper, came up, got filled in. And he said, well, if you need to leave, it's really bad, I'm really outing him here. If you need to leave, then you can do. Like while we're docked, because like you won't be able to leave when we're out at sea.
Yeah.
And he said, well, it's not my side of the family, is it? I don't care. I'm like, what? Because it's just the girlfriend's off. You're like, I'll stay on boat.
That relates to the stepson.
Oh yeah. Full blood.
That's awful, mate.
So that was great. He's a lovely man. Yeah, so we went.
That's rough, that, mate.
Yeah, just good. Tiny, whatever, weirdo. He was always getting in the way as well. We're doing this fucking sailing stuff and like serious shit.
Yeah.
See what I wrote down about it. Oh, I saw dolphins. I'll come back to that. Really cool. But to give the layout of the boat, it was a 3-bedroom boat. And there were winches on either side. So there's a winch on this side, winch on that side, winch indoors, 2 winches on each side indoors, and then you've got 1 steering wheel. Some of them have 2. But this one didn't, and that made it harder because if you're tiny, you can't see fuck all because you're in the middle of the boat when it starts tipping,
Yeah.
you're just going to see sail. Whereas if you've got a steering wheel,
I thought you were near the Isle of Wight.
as in like the place sail.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cute. Was it the Isle of Wight? Was it Iron Man? I forgot now.
Isle of Wight.
Isle of Wight. Yes.
Isle of Wight I went to.
So, sorry. I need to make the joke.
Because it was tipping. If you've got two wheels, they're usually on the left and the right. So you can go up to the higher side, see where you're going. But because it was dead in the middle, when it's tipping, the sail comes over. You're blind. Unless you go like this and like proper lean over. But you have to be told to do that.
Yeah. Bit of limp too.
I want to say I was okay. And I'm 6 foot. So
yeah,
I was okay. Like, it was hard because your boat's going like this. Oh, it were a fucking nightmare.
That one video you showed me when we were getting wrecked about was mad enough as it is. So God knows what it was like when it was
that was calm. That was so calm. Yeah. That was like, so in that video, I'm going to say there were like 3 foot waves.
Right, okay.
We hit like 8-9 foot waves on Saturday.
Yeah. Did you at any point think you were going to die?
Yeah. Only,
Really?
only once. And it was because when you winch something, you winch it clockwise.
Yeah.
And because there was a panic on one side, someone winched it anti-clockwise. So all the grippers were facing the same way as this rope. So the easiest way to put it is there's a lot of ropes, but there's 2 main ropes really. And one of them pulls the sail and the other one, no, they both pull the sail. But if you have this one tight, you'll have that one loose. So then you can pull the sail to one side. And then you have to switch them at the exact same time. So then the sail doesn't go crazy. So when we were planning to switch sides, you have to let the brake off one and let the rope loose. So then it's got loads of give and then reel it in with the other one. So then we can go from right side to left side. But because someone's wrapped it up wrong, as soon as I've let one go, the sails come across and it's yanked to the other rope because it wasn't gripped properly. So it's took them both. So now they're both loose. God. And this fucking 20-foot sail's going like that. Like proper going
mental.
Fucking nuts. The entire boat goes
Jesus.
I got slammed into the floor. I were on a chair and I just went, because I went to go grab the rope because we had to reel it in. So I grab it and I 2-foot one of the chairs and I just have to yank myself into the middle of the boat. But I'm like mid-air because the boat's just going like that.
Wild.
Yeah. So I've got gloves on.
Yeah.
So I weren't going to rip my fingers off. But I've got this like, I was having like smoky ants as it coming through, like through my hands trying to grip it. Like, put the fucking brake on.
That's wild, man. I saw that.
But because they had one on each side, the sail couldn't decide which side to go on. So I was basically getting like body slammed because the sail had flipped to their side. So it'd pull me. So I'd go, whoa, and then it flipped to my side again. So I'd get loads of give. So I'd just go like that. And I was just getting rocked back and forth like that.
Were you piss wet through it at the time? Like, with like, we're gonna say was
not
it,
the rain, it was the waves.
Yeah, we're gonna say, were they constantly splashing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild, mate. I bet it was fun, but that sounds quite scary.
It was terrifying. But that was the only time I thought I was gonna die, and that's because they wrapped it the wrong way around. So
right.
If we would have noticed it, that I could have just kept mine on the winch while they sorted it out. But
so it was more just like a silly thing. Really.
It was a silly, So
a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. It works a lot like a zip tie. You know, when you stick a zip tie in, it goes in really easy. But it can't get out.
Right.
So because they wrapped it the wrong way around, it could just come out really easy and not go in.
Right. That makes sense. Oh shit.
So yeah, we had these ropes everywhere. Fucking nightmare. Half of it is deciding how much wind you want.
Yeah.
This entire episode is just a boat lesson.
I know. I'm quite intrigued, man. I'm just kind of letting you go.
So you've got two sails, right? You've got the jib, which is at the front. Thank you, guys. It's like a little sail. It's like a little narrow one, but it's really tall. And you've got your main sail. Now, the main sail is fucking dangerous. That's the one that'll knock you over. Whereas the little jib just is for the front nose. So you put the jib up first, then you can feel how much wind is pulling. The only problem is, because we had, I'm not going to call it a little boat, but it was 38 foot.
Yeah.
They used to a 43. So a lot heavier and it's a bit wider as well.
Do you feel like you can see the
wheels.
difference, do you reckon?
I don't know the difference between a 43.
Right, okay.
But they do.
They would do, yeah.
And apparently the difference is if you put the jib out on this one, which is a 38, and the wind is as strong as it was on Saturday, you can't really decide where to steer it because the wind's taking your nose up.
Right.
So you're just getting taken wherever that nose goes. And you can't fight it because if you turn against it, your nose is going to pull out, but your back's going to try and go this way. So you'll just end up like that.
No.
So you either got to go with the wind or die.
But yeah, it's intense.
But when you have stuff like that, you can reel the jib in, and because we had an engine as well, turn the engine on and we can fight it. So you can decide how much you want it out. Mainsail comes down in blocks. So that'll catch, instead of coming right out, it always has to come right out, but you can decide how far it drops. And that's how much wind you'll catch.
Right.
So we put the big sail out, which is why we nearly died. Because that's what really catches all the wind. And that's what puts you on an angle. So when we were sailing and we were trying to put all the wind into the full sail, it tilts you, but it doesn't rotate you. So you end up coming on this angle to catch the wind. It has to be a 5-degree angle against the wind. I'm at more of a 5-degree angle, but in direction. What is that? Longitude. I don't know. Whatever left to right is, what is that? And an x-axis?
A longitude? Because it's longitude and then latitude, and you always go across the
latitude
before you go.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Okay.
Hopefully, unless I'm really...
Whatever. Basically, if the wind's behind you, you have to be 5 degrees off the wind. So then it'll catch the sail and pull you along. You can't have the wind go straight because you're not a fucking pirate ship. So your sail's not on each side, it's off to one side. And then you just zigzag it left and right. So that's why the sail will move left and right. You've got the big pole that the sail's on. And I'm not joking. There's about this much difference between my head and that pole.
When you got cracked over the head?
What they said to me was, and they said it to everyone because it's the same principle, I was just a lot closer, is you shouldn't be jumping on ship.
Yeah.
And you can't stand on chairs when we're sailing. It said, because it won't hurt if that hits you.
It'll kill you.
Because you'll be fucking dead on impact.
Oh, Jesus. See, there was a genuine point, right? And you haven't replied for a day.
Yeah.
But you haven't messaged, and I that's why I messaged yesterday to make sure you're still alive. I wanted to know if you were all good, but also I was like, it's not set out for a bit. I'm not set out for a bit. There was a genuine thing in the back of my mind. I thought, this is something that would happen.
Yeah. You can decide how far out you want it to go to swing. So a lot of the time we had it quite close quarters, so it only rotated a bit like this because we weren't using it a lot of the time. But as soon as you do use it, it swings on like a full 180 degrees. So if that thing decides it's going to the other side, like you wrap it the wrong way, and that's now wind catches it, that is coming at some fucking pace, and it just goes like that. And its path is right over where everyone is. And that's the only... There's a big fuck off nose right at the front that it could swing the other way, but I guess it don't make sense to swing that way. It swings right over where everyone sits. So it just... You feel it full, like, fly over your brain. So when I'm driving, it wasn't long enough to get to the steering wheel, but I could just see it come right past me, and it was probably about this distance, but it was a bit higher as well.
If you had a big nose, might have had you.
Yeah.
Nose off. Michael Jackson, gone.
It was just a bit taller than me, and it was about that far away. So when I was driving, I could always just see it come past, and I'm like, "Fuck me!"
Well, that is a bit scary every time as well.
Every time, but like it didn't go like that often because that's a big change in movement. So like if I'm on the steering wheel and it's coming past me, I'm about
to more times than you like.
That's not that's not my problem. My problem isn't that I'm going to get my head cut off. My problem is in the next 2 seconds, this boat's going to go from this to this.
Oh God!
So I had to like lean into a downwards boat because it's about to just go like that. But while I'm doing it, you have to make sure you're not going to drive into something. And I didn't realize
there's a lot going on.
how shallow the sea is, because the sea is quite shallow actually. A lot of the time. When we were sailing down the channel, there's a lot of deep parts, so you get to like 30, 40 meter, whatever. But in some parts where you're seeing land, there's like 10 meters in it. But say you're in a fucking boat, the boat's like 7 meters.
Yeah, you just don't think it to be that shallow, do you? Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So high tide and that, you've got to really watch out for it. Actually, you've got to follow the paths.
Well, the thing is, rocks can still stick out as well, especially out of shallow thing. Because when we were doing the kayaking, I know obviously it's a bit different, but we still want to cross the sea. And there was a point where I said to Liam, I went, mate, there's like a rock up there, and he was basically going to call me stupid. I'd be like, what the fuck? Of course there's not one there. And I went, mate, look. And he looks and I was like, oh, and he was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was like, it is mad that can just be a thing. And you honestly don't know how, like, the sea is a mental place to be. Like, there's so much going on there that you don't want to discover. And there's so much going on in general. But so the fact that you could just be sailing down and like a shallow bit, rock, done.
You never know. The sandbanks, just like, but you have to like proper wrap round certain things. You know what? We had like a digital map.
Yeah.
So I could see, I could see what I was doing. Like, I'm doing that. I was like that. Fucking wheel was massive. A whole real pirate wheel. I don't understand why they're that big.
No,
it doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't ask the question.
There'll probably be a reason, won't there? But I don't know. Maybe it's because it's so big that if you need more people to grab onto it, they can grab onto it and help. Maybe it's something to do with the power, like maybe. Or
something like resistance. It's a bigger wheel, you can turn it easier. Like the torque of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Just get some power steering fluid from your cat.
Did you have to refill the boat at any point, or was it? Does it?
The diesel? No, we didn't use it all because we were on the sail. We were fine. We did. We refilled it at the end. But that's it.
Right. So it's just kind of like I know it makes sense because obviously you're using sail all the time anyway, aren't you? So, but I didn't know if I didn't really know how much it'd burn petrol wise and diesel wise.
We spent 48 quid.
That's not bad at all, is it really?
On fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. So they have to have a proper license and everything then, don't they, to fill this?
Yeah, so Tony, who was the captain, the guy who drives the boat, he used to race.
Right.
In Spain.
Boats?
Yeah, he used to race boats.
That's class.
The mate's sick. He was telling me about there was this guy who used to pay him, who like paid for like all of his hotels and his travel and stuff. He said this was years ago, like going back like 30, 40 years. And he'd just pay him £200 a day plus expenses. And he'd just get him to sail this boat back from like different places, so like Greece, and it'd take weeks.
That's mad.
So he'd just like get this like random crew of people who'd want to go on a boat.
Yeah.
People who are like shit at the job. Like they like haven't been on a boat that much. And he'd be like, all right, come on, we'll do this boat. And they'd just go sailing for weeks on this random boat.
That's class.
But he also used to race them in Spain. And he was a firefighter. He's a bit of a crazy guy. He's a big perv as well.
Is he?
Yeah, horrible prick.
Did you say Carl was tiny?
Carl's tiny.
Right, okay.
Tony's Tony. Doug is Doug. Or Dougie, yeah. He Dougifies women, apparently.
The womanizer himself.
Yeah. I'm going to say top 3 worst comments I heard
Oh God.
was, I'm not going to say the actual top 3 worst comments.
The ones that we'd want to post.
The ones that I'm allowed to put out were,
Oh God.
you've heard one.
Yeah. If I laugh, I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah. Doug doesn't date women his age because they're either divorced or widowed. And the only reason that they're looking for another man is to ruin them. Ruin another man's life.
The thoughtful things in life.
Yeah. They got drunk to the point where I think they forgot I was in the room. And when I say them, I mean my granddad.
Right.
Because they were talking about a girl that they like know from home. They're like sitting in a bar. And my granddad was arguing that the sister was fitter.
Oh God.
And
I wonder what we're going to about when we get to their age.
and the third one, this is a bad one. Yeah, have you been to the Wharf?
The pub?
Yeah.
It isn't here.
No, the one in Burnley.
I don't think so.
Okay, one of them. I'll say one of them. One of them. No, I'll tell you. Carl, when I was with Kieran, his stepson.
You with him?
Yeah, told me a story. He said, "I'll with Mrs." And she said, "Oh, can we go to the Wharf for some food?" And I said to her, "Oh, only if you suck my dick." And he said she was down there straight away. And he said he looked at her and went, "Bloody hell, you must be hungry."
She stopped.
And then he started laughing loads. Bearing in mind, that's Kieran's mum.
Yeah.
But then he repeated that 4 or 5 times.
Really? How did Kieran react? They go, oh yeah, she did.
Kieran,
she's quite hungry a lot.
yeah. Kieran said, well, she's still got her tonsils, so that story can't be true because she won't go anywhere near his acidic dick.
Fair dues. That's a pretty good comeback.
Yeah. So awful. I'm gonna say those are the 3 worst things. Other than, I honestly hand on heart.
Kieran's is up there. That's class.
Yeah. I think hand on heart. I think the genuinely worst thing I heard was Carl saying he's not hungry most of the trip.
When he was,
well, he must be starving. He must be starving. The amount of alcohol he drinks as well is unbelievable. Absolutely,
I feel
unbelievable.
awful, mate, about doing that.
I was in club. So just to like overview the night, we went for a meal, had a couple of pints. Me, Kieran, and Frank went to this club
On the Isle of Wight.
on the Isle of Wight. Yeah, this was in Cowes, really nice place. We're in there for maybe 2 hours. We presumed they went home. Turns out they were in like a different club.
The oldies?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I went, we said, all right, well, we're going to have to go. So we went to this club. And there they were, lo and behold. It was like a house party. It was so weird because it's just a village. The main dance floor was just a room. One side had mirrors on.
Yeah.
And there were sofas under the mirrors. And that was pretty much the club.
Can we please go? I feel like I need to go here.
It were really good. And everyone were just vibing. They were like, I think they were like a stag do going on because someone were like dressed as Batman and the Joker, and they were like this whole crew.
That's cool.
I thanked Robin for keeping the city safe. That was quite funny.
Did he react?
Yeah, he loved it.
Right,
he loved
cool.
it.
I don't know if I'm hoping they did if they were in outfits and didn't just like go, what?
Yeah.
That's good.
He looked at me and he went, everyone needs a day off though, don't they?
That's a class comment as well.
Yeah. But yeah, and Frank just busted out his moves. incredible. I really wish I recorded it, but I was too busy like cringing because it was bad behavioural points. I might see if I can like find a video of him. Like I'll ask Kieran for a video because he must have a video of Frank dancing.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah,
That's class, mate.
Frank was weirdly good at impressions as well.
Really? He's a bit of a jack of all trades then, a Frank of all trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the sailing trip. Went from Thursday to Sunday. We got 8-9 foot waves going on, which if you think it's fucking big.
Yeah,
like, I'm a 6 foot tall man. They're bigger than me.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
So we're on boat.
Half.
Unbelievable. It's fine if you're riding with the waves. You're riding against them. Fucking hell. It makes such a difference because all riding with the waves is you feel yourself getting sucked in. So when you're driving, you feel it the most, really. But you'll drive at a pace, and then boat will drastically slow down, and it's because you're getting sucked into the wave, and then you just come over the wave, and you get this boost at the end. Surfing, realistically. So we did a lot of that. No, we're on way back now. Wait, on the way to Yarmouth, which is on the edge of the Isle of Man. It's where the Needles are. It's where the dolphins were.
So cool.
Cool, very cool, very cool. They swim with you.
That's class.
So we're on these waves, and I hear dolphin like that. I look over, and they're about not even 10 feet away. Just
loads of them as
like
well.
That. There are like 5 of them.
That's so cool. I'm so jealous.
So I was like, that's crazy.
I'd love to see
I'm
them.
in full fucking gear. I'm there like in waders and that. I'm just, bloody, I'm shattered as well. I'm like, bloody hell, look at them. And I'm just like staring at them. I'm thinking, oh, they're gone now. Over there again.
Aren't they little perverts, dolphins, as well? Or something? I swear I've heard that they're meant to be like little perverts. Like they rub up to you and stuff, a bit funny. I do want to see some.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see them.
They're the only, I think they're the only other animal that have sex for pleasure.
Yeah, I thought it with that.
They have sex for pleasure. They gang up on other dolphins sometimes.
Oh, God. Ducks do that as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Horrible sounds.
And when they find stuff like pufferfish, they
play with them.
Like beat them up and get high off them.
I've heard that before, actually.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
They like force them to like put off their like poison so they can get high.
What weird little animals. I do still want to see some. I want to swim with them. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dirty fuckers. But yeah, that was sick.
It's very cool, mate.
Saw them. But yeah, on the way there, we were riding against the waves, so it's all just crashing.
Yeah,
so we're getting piss wet for it. I was thinking, oh, what a lovely day, and then you get, and it all comes from one side. So like, I could be sat on one side, and this huge wave will just smash 3 people. I'll be dry as a bone.
Yeah,
because I'll just see it come over one side, and I'm like, dickhead. But it was really funny. I was laughing, and then Tony turns the boat, and sail goes, and I'm like, oh, what was that? And then this huge wave just goes right inside of my face. Oh. And I'm like, what the hell? Man. Yeah, I'm like straight away. Then my granddad comes up these stairs and he goes, is it raining? And he knew what happened to me. And I went, oh, shut the fuck up.
Pretty good though.
Oh, like, fuck off.
Oh, mate, imagine a podcast episode on the boat.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got the boat.
Like
I feel like, imagine, you didn't get seasick then?
No, I didn't get seasick.
That's good.
I thought I was going to at the beginning. I started getting a bit odd at the beginning. Not like anything crazy, but I was like, if I'm on this for 4 days, am I going to be sick? It's like, because I was on it for like 30 minutes and I was like, oh, I feel a bit funny actually.
Oh, God, yeah, I bet. Especially if you were rough as well from the night before, the drinking.
Yeah.
I feel like, it does sound real cool. I feel like that's getting me excited off like the random things we could do with the podcast as well when we're on tour. Like, just imagine like just end up in random things.
Going sailing
would be sick. If you did it again and you'd want me to go like, welcome, and Bria put my foot forward there, I'd be like, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Well, he wants to do it again. He wants to.
Just wild, isn't it?
He wants to take. I don't know if this is offence or not, but he wants to take me like sail training.
Right.
So like I know
probably a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's like then I can like technically know what's going on with everything, because a lot of it was like, right, crank that in, right, lets them out like that. So I was trying to work out why am I doing that.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a sort of thing that you need to know why you're doing things as well. Because like if you're doing the winches and stuff and you're like not knowing exactly, like it's such a little thing of when I was kayaking, you need to know exactly which way you're rowing.
Yeah.
Because it's the opposite in some ways of like if you're trying to turn stuff. So I feel like it's very much like you need to know your shit.
Oh, I've just remembered probably the best story, and I haven't even told you. Right.
Really?
So
right, I'm locked in.
When I was gone laughing, like it was so comedic. So before we set off on the boat, we're driving. We pulled up. We're getting our stuff out and like loading it all onto the boat. And Doug gives this like, everyone sit down and listen. Blah blah blah. These are the rules. You don't drink during the day when we're manning the boat because it's dangerous. Okay. I'll tell you what, they fucking made up for it at night. The rules were as soon as you've docked, you can crack the cans.
Yeah. And
I'll tell you what, I think they fucking timed it. By the time that second loop was on docking, you went like that. Like, oh, fuck off. Stupid prick. But Doug's giving this big lesson of being like, right, so like watch your head against this and this, that, and the other. You've got to keep your wits about you. You need to know what you're doing. Any kind of like lack of reflex. Ooh. We set off, not even 5 minutes in. Doug's giving these lessons still. He's like, so you see that over there? That's a pocket of wind, that. You see the ripples in the water? He's giving it all. I'm like, oh, God's sake, you give it a rest. Like I get it, but like he was just reeling these facts one after another.
Yeah,
like,
constant.
What are you on about? Anyway,
I remember everything.
Yeah. So he's telling me this, and then he stands up. He's got his sunnies on. He's got his hat on. He stands up and he goes. He's telling me something about rain, like you can spot rain from a distance if you look at a certain thing. And he's going, yeah. So over there, and hat disappears.
I was gonna say, was it that?
His hat, boom, straight into the water. Tony's driving the boat, so Tony realizes straight away. So we had the engine on because we just started. So slapped off the engine. Like, right, lesson number 1: what happens if something falls in the water? And Doug's already panicking. So he's like, rah. So he's like, right, so you're gonna have to winch yourself in. So he winches himself in, and as he's doing it, he's like stepping and he's worrying about that hat. Keeps looking at things. And he kicks a boy into the water. So now we've got a hat and a boy in the water in the first like 5 minutes.
Which lad? Which lad?
You know what a boy is?
Yeah.
Right, just checking.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I've said a few in my time. Both versions.
Yeah. He kicked it into water. That's 2 things in water. It should have been tied onto the boat, really. So I think that was just lack of tying something on. Then we had that. So then he panicked about that. He went, oh, bloody hell, I've done that as well. He was like getting like old man angry. His lessons were going out the window. He was talking to himself at this point.
Then he cracked a can.
Yeah. So we're in like the sea at this point still, because we had the engine on, so we were just straight into the middle of the ocean. So he's like kicked this boy and he's like, oh, bloody hell. And he comes to step off the back and he's like, I've winched myself in so now I don't fall off. This is very important. If you go on the front of the boat, there's a rope that wraps all the way around the boat.
Yeah.
Winch yourself onto the rope, you can walk all the way around, and if you fall, then you won't fall in. And as he's stepping down to back of the boat, he slips. Doug's a big man. Doug's like, he's got to be at least like 17, 18 stone. So he slips. He's offside at boat like this now. Winched onto the side.
Poor guy.
He's watching his fucking app float away as a boy. Tony's trying to turn boat round, so Doug's flying round the boat. As this boat's turning, he's like scrambling, trying to get back onto the boat.
You can't even write this.
So I'm just watching, and I'm like, right, we need to get Doug. So we like pull Doug. As I pulled him up, he's like, oof, that was funny, wasn't it? I did that all on purpose. So it's time for a lesson. How are we going to get this back? And I go, what's that? And his backy pouch is floating through the water as well. And he just goes, oh, for fuck's sake.
That wasn't part of the test.
We only got the boy back.
Oh, really?
We didn't get his backy or his hat.
So
Oh,
did he go and get sick straight away then?
He just had to borrow it off everyone else, didn't he? Until we got to some land.
Bad man. Pure windburn then, that guy.
Pure windburn. Hat went, kicked the boy, slipped, was hanging off the side of the boat like a fucking melon. Got back on the boat, back here in water, couldn't get any of it apart from the boy. And the only reason we got the boy is because we had a massive hook and there's a huge rope with a knot on it, and he was able to get the knot just about, and I reached over and grabbed the rope and pulled it in.
Yeah, because I was going to say that you don't want to wheelies in that area because that's quite...
I think it'll be illegal.
Right,
that one. Because it'll cause distress, I think.
Right, that's wild in the first 5 minutes, whatever.
First 5 minutes. Nothing else weird happened after.
Crazy. That's
apart
brilliant.
From Frank nearly dying. It's scary. I think the next time they do it, they're going to go to Scotland for real. This is what they've said.
Yeah.
That'll be hellish. People have asked me if I'd do it again. I said, yeah, but I might not do it a third time. Because I think that time was good and I got like the gist of everything.
Yeah.
I think going up Scotland, it's pissing down with rain and the waves are fucking up here. I think I'm going to want to shoot myself.
I think I'd be quite bad on it. I think I'd want to do it, but I think I'd be freaking out a bit if it was bad. Turbulence of the water.
It is like crazy. And like the tilts that you're on. Mad.
Because it is wild though. I feel like even when I was in the kayaking, like that's not even the same level.
Yeah.
Like some of the things that were like slightly felt like you were going to go over it, like, oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah, the boat feels like it's on the verge of tipping. I was on the deck, and like when you're sat on the lower half, you can feel water behind you because you're that close to water, and you're just watching. It's just sky, and whoever's sat there. And they're sat on the boat like this because they're trying not to fall down to the other side of the boat.
God.
I
bet it's really fun. I bet it's an experience, but it is. I bet when you were there, you were like, fuck, this could go any wrong at any point.
Yeah, it's when it got rocky. When I fell to the floor, I had this rope. I'm watching my hands looking like they're about to set on fire. I was like, this is the end.
This is the end.
Because I weren't strapped in as well. Like I had a life jacket on, but like I weren't going to the front of the boat, so why would I need to be strapped in?
That's true.
So as soon as I'm bloody falling off back of this chair, like I'm like, oh no. If this rope pulls me, I'm just going to go like I were on quad again.
God, don't remind me. I think that's what I think genuinely, if we went and I was like, and they turned around and said sail, I'd be like, I'm doing it for 1 minute this time.
Yeah.
I think I'd touch it and then I get off.
Instead of the usual 7.
Yeah, mate, it was bad. I thought you'd pick up it to that. No, to be fair, give me benefit of the doubt. I reckon I got genuinely 10 minutes on. I think it were
like 9 or 11.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's not good.
Maybe it were 11 or 9. That's a better way to put it.
There we are. Yeah. So it sounds like you had a really good time, to be fair, mate. I'd like to I thought my podcast voice instantly came out then. It was like trying not to. It feels like you had a very good time. Like a news reporter. No, that's class. What have I done this week then? I saw my dad. That was pretty funny. He came to actually see the flat. And speaking of like older people that are pissed up, he had 2 cans in the flat, and he was drunk, instantly drunk. He walked in. I said as soon as we were walking, I went, right, just bear in mind it's not clean at the moment because I've got stuff being moved out and stuff, and we are moving out, so we're not fully clean. We're probably going to do all the cleaning over these next few days. As soon as he walked in, he went, that's awful. Your toilet's horrendous. This, and this. And I was like, right, okay. I was like, right, fair enough. I was like, I can back it because I understand it is, but I'm going to give it all a deep clean like, over these next few days. So he sat down. He had 2 cans with me. I showed him one of the Invincible episodes, like, the bit with Conquest, without spoiling or anything like that, the one with Conquest. And I was like, just wanted to show him this. I was like, it's really cool. All he kept doing then when Ashlyn got it, he was taking the piss out of me for trying to show him this cartoon. And he just kept going, well, we sat down and it was just like, I've seen this cartoon, it's amazing, it's really cool. It's like choking him out and all this stuff, this. I was like, it's a second piss. And then as soon as we got out, mate, he was a nightmare. He were knocking beers back left, right, and centre. I was a little bit rough on Friday. Bear in mind, I didn't even drink that much, but I think sometimes when I don't drink as much, I think I feel worse. So I didn't. I was a little bit tipsy and stuff on the Friday night, but not to the extent that I get. And so I was like really struggling to drink. But him and Ashton was having a few and stuff like that, and he just kept going, "Oh, don't worry, I'll pay." And I got us. We went into the Salmon of Knowledge. They were loving it. He just kept going, "Oh, this is the best thing ever. This is like amazing. We can sit at this window because we're on the up top bit." And he was like, going, "Oh, we can look at all these people going past, and every single person." He went, "Look at them, look at them, look at them. What are they wearing? What's going on? He's well tall." And like mate, it was like a running commentary the whole time, and I was like, "Please," but like he's so like he's so like it's weird, sheltered. I want to say in some ways because he's only been on a train once in his life, and he was panicking about the train on the way back. That was a thing. And then he got so pissed up that we had to walk him to the train station anyway, which we was going to do because, to walk with him and stuff, but mate, bad. But so went in the Salmon Knowledge, right? We were looking at all these people, and eventually I started having a drink with him. And I went, right, I'll go and get us some spice bags. I'll get, like, between the three of us, we'll just share, because Ingrid meant to come, but she was busy looking after the dog. So we had like these spice bags. I'm not joking, mate. My dad is so dramatic about everything. Like he went, "Oh my God," he kept going, "Oh my God, oh my God," really loud. And he was shouting it every time. And he kept going, "Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever tasted." The spice bags. Like, "What are these called then, Ben? What are they? What are these?" I went, "Spice bags, Dad. I told you 5 times now." And he just kept saying that. And he kept going, "This is the best thing I've ever." And we won't even be talking about something related to it. And then he'd come back to me like, "God, that was the best food ever. That best food ever." But he's just like that all the time. Everything's so dramatic. And I love it. But at the same time, 1 minute he's taking the piss so much. And then the next minute he's genuinely like, "This is amazing." And he got so pissed up later on that he said, "Oh, I'm not joking, mate." He snapped at one point, right? And like, as in, like, he went, "What the fuck's he looking at me for?" And I went, but it, like, I was like, "What is going on, right?" Because I would just talk to Ashton nice, and all I hear is him just snap and go, "What the fuck's he looking at?" And I was like, "You what?" And he went, "He's just been looking at me and going, 'What are you staring at?" I was like, "What are you staring at him?" I was like, "What are you doing?" But like, because I know how hard work you were being. I was like, "You're definitely probably just being hard work." But he just kept having these little moments, and I was like, he said he's not going to serve me at the bar now. And I went, "You what?" I went, I don't blame him, but has he? And then next minute he went up and got a drink, and I was like, "She's just lying." I was like, "You're just lying to me." And yeah, mate, it was just hard work. And then when we were going, I'm not joking, mate, we spent about 5-10 minutes with this bouncer. They were just like shaking his hand, giving him a hug, telling him how I'm his son, how Ashton's my girlfriend. Kept telling me how amazing Ashton is. Kept talking about stuff that I didn't want to hear, like when I was there with Ashton and stuff like that. Like, what did he say? He was just saying stuff. Ashton was like sound with it, but he was just like, it was just being, yeah, it was just hard work. It's just like, I can't even think what he said. He said so much that I'm trying to think. It was just like, we're sitting there, and then he turns to me and he go, "Oh, you're annoyed now, aren't you?" And I went, "You what?" And he go, "Yeah, you're really pissed off. And I don't know what it is, but you're pissed off about something." And I went, "You what?" Because it was like, he said a few things, like just random things about like, I can't even think. It was just about me and Ashton. We were just like talking about, it's like saying how amazing she is and all this stuff. And just it felt like he was putting words in my mouth about things. And but he was saying some stories from the past that I was like, "Why are you?"
Your stories.
My stories, things about when I was younger, stuff like that. But it's all funny. But then there were some things and I was like, "I don't even know this." And some things that I maybe shouldn't say on the podcast, but I'll tell you later. But nothing like too crazy or anything. But it was just slowly more and more things. And I was like, "What?" But I was fine. And then I was just having a good time. I would just chill. But then he just started going, "You're pissed off, you." And I'm like, "You what?" And then after a while, Ashton went, "Yeah, I think there's something wrong with you." I went, "No." I was like, "No, I'm just..."
Get rage bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a proper rage bit, yeah. And I was just like, I'm just sitting here, I'm in a pint, I'm just chill. Because all we were doing is I was being calm because all we were doing was just shouting the whole time. And I had to keep going quiet. And then when we were trying to sort the train out with him, I was like, right, I basically was trying to explain exactly what he's going to have to do and like what train station. I said, "Look, you might get a fine if you don't get this one. You might have to buy another ticket." Just won't listen to me. At one point, I just got to the point, I was like, "I'm just going to send you on this train. And if you get a fine, you get a fine." Because you're not listening. I think at one point, I actually directly said that to him and he still didn't take me on. And I was like, "Right, well, you can go and do whatever you want to do then." But we eventually walked him back. We said to me and Ashton, like, was like, "Right, you go up there and then it'll be fine." He was like going, "Yeah, I'll see you in a bit." And I'm like, "You can leave me here, that's fine." And we followed him because we were like, he's definitely not going to find it. And he literally stumbled in, looked at the train things, looked at his phone, didn't know what he was doing. He was about to go and ask someone and I stopped him and I went, "Dad, you just go over here." I was like, "I've told you what to do. Go over there." And then he was fine. He got home all right. But Yeah, I had a phone call later from when he was like pissed up with Ingrid. They were just like, they're just like, you're all right. And then I think Ingrid was like, he's been a nightmare. I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. He was telling me, like, going, Ingrid's going to come pick me up, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to go out in Brig now. I'm going to do this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, sure, Dad, sure.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Yeah, but it was a good time. It was just his usual self, just hard work. And then I watched Project Hail Mary, and on the Sunday yesterday, mate, without spoiling it, 'cause I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's going to watch it, because I genuinely think it's a masterpiece. Like,
Right.
it's probably in the top 5 films of all time for me now.
I know people think it was really good.
Really, really good. Like, I think it was good. I feel like I'm very skeptical when people say stuff about films and stuff now. Because I feel like a lot of films I've heard, they always go, oh, it's really, really good. And then I watch it, I'm like, it was an 8 out of 10. I'm like, it's not bad. It's just that it's not what you're saying. You know what I mean? But I watched this and I was like, don't go in with that impression. And I didn't want to know anything about it. Like, a few people obviously people always say little bits and I'm like, shut up. Stop. I don't want to know anything. I want it to go fresh. If it's like crazy, so I'm not going to tell you anything. But all I'll say is I feel like, even Ashton said it, I think we both felt every emotion. Like, it was just such a good film that, like, I cried, like, genuinely teared up. And Ashton had a moment where she looked at me and I think she had like a little moment of being like, oh, I've seen you cry. I think she was like, oh, he's got feelings. And next minute she was like, but I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see him cry again. But yeah, I feel like I do get quite emotional at things like that. And it was funny because you turned around to me and you went, so there's an animal in it then.
Yeah.
And like, again, without spoiling anything, I want you to see it because I feel like you'll probably turn around and be like, okay, whenever it is. But it's, it's quality. Really, really good film. I can't recommend it enough. Ryan Gosling in that film, quality, carries it so much. Well, I think everybody that was good in it was carrying it, to be fair. It was just class. I can't even, I'm trying to not say.
We'll quote that for you. Everyone that was good in it was really class.
Oh, yeah, really class. But yeah, it was quality. I think there's not much else to say of this. I feel like we've gone on quite a bit. But I highly recommend it. Watch it. Genuinely one of the best ones I've ever seen. And I want you to watch it to talk to me about it.
Time for some porridge?
Time for some porridge, mate. Yeah.
I will watch it. Ugh.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Oh, watch The Boys as well. The Boys, the first 2 episodes are good. Gonna get Howie on it in a bit, watching it hopefully. And we're gonna watch the new episode of Invincible as well that we're really excited about. Heard only good things about that as well. The big thing, I finally invested in my Gymshark top. I do have a Gymshark jacket that Ashton bought me, but look at this. Let's get down here. Oh, these knees are getting old. Yeah, there we are. You can see it. Pretty cool. I love it. I thought I'd put it on for this podcast, and then because obviously we're filming another one in a minute, I'm gonna change t-shirt. I don't know what he's doing, but he's staring at the wall. He has these moments where I just look over him and he's just staring outside and he's just like loving it.
I just don't want the microphone noise to get picked up too much.
Oh, and we can't be on editing
the microwave noise, sorry.
Can't be on editing it now because it's a ball work, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I think we're just in this like weird stage now that we're just trying to get all these like podcasts from now. So we're going to do another one now. I thought we might do 3 today, and I feel like because we've done this longer, I'm thinking we just do 2 tomorrow. Already, I'm thinking this. So we'll see. But once we've done all that, then we'll talk about it in the other podcasts that you'll end up seeing in a week's time. But we'll talk about the exact plan. Here we go.
Porridge time.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
So let's give it a little mix.
Mixy. Oh, it does smell quite strong, actually.
So I've made a strawberry fruit and oat biscuit porridge thing. So I just bought like a breakfast bar type thing. But I wanted to soak it and try and get some actual flavour out of something.
Yeah.
So instead of making it and then throwing it into pre-made porridge, I soaked it until it was like in the water. And then I boiled that water to make the porridge.
Okay.
So there's no like plain water in this, which I'm hoping will make it more flavourful. Yeah,
I feel like this is the thing when we start doing proper like porridge again. I feel like it is like doing stuff like that because they used to taste good when I used to do them, but I think a lot of the time I just think let's just get it done. Chin chin. It smells good. Instant flavour. I think this just comes down to if you like the actual flavour now. As in, like, because I can actually taste them.
I feel like I made a different form of the product, yeah.
Yeah, just been plain
I've
porridge.
like repackaged a breakfast bar into a breakfast belt.
You have. That's such a good point. That's so true.
Got a transformer for share myself.
I rate it though.
Six,
I was going to say 6.
Okay, 6.
6.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Jam?
You ready? 3, 2, 1. Got
Got
all
all to eat.